What's up, Nintendo gamers? The Kid here with another Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze update. So there's a lot of news, guys, so I advise you to really pay attention. Of course, there will be links in the description to all the news presented in here. So while I go through some of these things, here's some gameplay, some awesome gameplay that I will be talking about later in my thoughts. So let's get through this news. Music features environmental yet thematic movement. The expelled Kong can travel from island to island. Each one represents a different type of environment. These include tropical, fiery savanna, ice, and more. Levels are layered and showcase areas you may visit later in that level or later on that island. There is a difficulty setting of easy, hard, and normal mode. Ice levels feature slippery, tilting platforms. Savanna levels have grass, vines, and even enemies set ablaze, with some areas catching fire after you pass by. One level features multiple hot air balloons. One minecart level shifts to a behind-the-back view at one point. Rocket barrel levels return. While swimming, collect air bubbles for air. Dixie can jump slightly higher when you hold down the jump button. Blowing mechanic has been removed, so blowing on different objects has been completely removed. That was in Donkey Kong Country Returns. Roll through grass to shred it and find hidden items. Collecting all the bananas may make an item appear. Some hidden areas require items to open them or enemies to reach them. Dixie Kong is more agile and graceful than other characters. Dixie is able to fire attacks at enemies with a bubblegum gun when riding Donkey Kong's back or if a player is using her standalone. Donkey Kong can also use the helicopter maneuver when Dixie is on his back. Find an eggplant-like fruit filled with water that can put out fires. So that's it for the news, so let's get into my thoughts. This game is looking better and better. I like the whole dynamic camera. I didn't know really what they was going to do with it. I thought they were just going to use it at different angles. But when I actually seen that minecart level, which you can see right now, I did not expect it to go to a behind the back view. I did not expect that. Hopefully there's levels where you're actually on the ground where it does go to a behind the back view. And it's kind of like you're playing a fully 3D, not 2.5D Donkey Kong game. And I think if Retro Studios is going to do another Donkey Kong game, that's what they should try to strive for. Another brand new, fully 3D Donkey Kong game like Donkey Kong 64, but way better and more refined and fresher, a fresher take on it. With the whole minecart, again, with the behind the back view, it looked very hard and very interesting level design. Again, I'm seeing phenomenal level design with this game like Donkey Kong Country Returns had. And then we have this whole new area where I believe it's Savannah, this island called Savannah Island, and everything's on fire. The forest is on fire. It kind of has this Africa look to it, and I don't know why I never thought of having a level where it's on fire. I mean, I've always thought of lava levels, which you had in Donkey Kong Country Returns. Of course, you're in a volcano and stuff, but why has a forest on fire never crossed my mind? So I really give a lot of props to Retro Studios for thinking about that idea, because as you can see, it is a phenomenal looking level. It looks really good, looks really dangerous. It just looks fun to play through, and it really looks nice to look at. Just I feel like if I play that level, I'm just going to stand around just looking at how detailed and how really cool the theme of the level is. It's just a really cool theme that I don't know if any of you guys thought of, but certainly I never thought of that, and here it is. And now I want Mario to do something like that, or other franchises to do something like that, because I really never seen that in the game, that whole forest on fire thing. And I'm glad Donkey Kong is the first that I know to do it. So like I said, level design's looking great. You use these little eggplants filled with water to throw on the fire. Really creative level design, really creative kind of puzzle-esque platforming to advance and stuff. So I like that, like dousing out the ropes or vines so that you can actually swing on them because they were on fire previously. Those are really good ideas, and that's why I really want Retro Studios, if Nintendo, by God, would trust them to do a Mario game. Like, if they wanted to do a 2D Mario game, I think they would literally make a 2D Mario game that would be a 10. Because Donkey Kong, to me, Donkey Kong Country Returns was an awesome game. It was hard, and I loved it for that. It was challenging. I love that about it. But now we have a whole new mode for different difficulties. And I've noticed this before, but I couldn't confirm it because I didn't know yet. It would have just been speculation. But there is a easy and hard mode, like I pointed out in the details, that was announced. So there's a easy, there's a hard, and there's a normal mode. Normal mode will probably be like Donkey Kong Country Returns hard in difficulty. It was hard, but it was completely doable. It was reasonable, you know. If you got killed, it was pretty much your fault. Easy, it seems to give you, instead of just 2 health hearts, you get, I believe, 3 or 4 for each character. And normal, you get the standard 2 for each character. And or maybe it's just 3. I'm not sure. And with hard, maybe you only get 1 or something, 1 hit or something like that. And maybe there's less enemies to tackle in each mode. With easy, you have less enemies. With normal, you probably have the standard amount. With hard, you probably have more tougher enemies, or maybe just more enemies in general. And that's really cool, because there are a lot of gripes, because there's people who need their hand held. I'm not trying to insult people who thought Donkey Kong Country Returns was hard, but there are some people who whined and complained that, you know, the experience was ruined for them because it was too hard. Boo freaking who. Now you have an easy, hard, and normal mode, so people can get rid of that whole, oh my god, it's so hard, I can't do it, can you just do it, can Super Kong do it for me, please? No, there's no more of that. Of course, Super Kong will probably be in there, but now you have no excuse to complain about the game's experience being too hard, so it just ruined the whole experience for you. So I'm really glad about that. It seems Dixie, like pointed out in the details again, is going to be the whole agile character. She jumps slightly higher. She's more graceful in her walking and stuff. So I think she would be kind of the character that maybe someone who isn't as experienced, like a child or something, if you're playing with, will use. So that's interesting. That's really cool to have a character that's easier to use, that controls better. And from the looks of it, she actually glides a little bit longer than Diddy Kong's with his jetpack, so that's cool too. And she has a new weapon too, this bubblegum gun. I think that's new. I don't think she ever had that, because she wasn't in Donkey Kong 64, which everybody had weapons, so there's that. So who's the 4th playable character? Maybe it'll get revealed later. And also, who are these Viking characters? Maybe it'll get revealed later too. We haven't heard anything about that either. They're just known as Vikings, not really an official name on them. So those are my thoughts, guys. Tell me what you think about everything presented in this video in the comments below. And yeah, what do you think about the different difficulty mode, and what do you think about the gameplay that you've seen here, which you can see on IGN? Of course, I'll have links in the description to all the news presented in this update, and I'll have more updates on Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze as more things are revealed. Thank you guys for watching.